What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Hojo Show with your boy Howard. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday! Happy freaking Friday, bro. God damn, it feel like this week took forever and a day to get to the end, but thank God we made it. I was actually trying to stream live, but I don't know. I think my thing is I was trying to stream to like I'll put my other platforms, and it's giving me an issue. So I'll just wait till tomorrow to try to start doing my lives again. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to just get this video out quick tonight. It's Friday night. I feel like everybody be up still a little bit, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish it and get into y'all. So um we're gonna do a couple of hot topics that's going on. So we're gonna talk about the Wendy Williams and Jason Lee interview phone call briefly, as well as the GoFundMe that has been set for Wendy. We are also gonna talk about Nene and this clip going around on her episode 1 of her and Sierra Glam's Me, Myself, and My Homegirl, where she continuously tell this same damn story about what she done for these girls. I don't know how much more she like. What are we supposed to do with this story every time you tell it? I don't know, but I got something to say because this it's annoying. And we're also going to talk about Big Meech and this concert that he has coming up. A lot of celebrities are going to be there to perform, and he's gotten some backlash. Not so much him, but I guess like the performers for just going all out to support him with something like this. So yeah, like I always say, if you are new here, kick off your shoes to get comfortable. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. And without further ado, y'all ready? Let's get it.
Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase.
All right, so I think we're gonna start off with Big Meech. Okay, so I was online browsing trying to look up some topics to go with this situation with Nene because hers was gonna definitely be on here. And I noticed on X and on Instagram that people were kind of like going ham about this flyer that was released about Big Meech coming home. For those of you that don't know who Big Meech is, he was part of BMF. Um, him and his brother were big time back in the day, running shit. I don't want to say the word, but in the game, I put it to you like that. Him and his brother both. I actually read the book about them before, like years ago. I read the book on the Black Mafia family when I was incarcerated in 2009 on Hughes Unit. I read the book. It was around the same time that Michael Jackson died. I remember because I was in 63 cell when I read the book. And yeah, so him and his brother both ended up getting 30 years. I'm gonna tell y'all something that some of y'all might not know. I know y'all be watching BMF, the show, the series, which I never watched, but I'm gonna tell y'all something that I don't know if y'all ever know. The people that read the book. This is back when I told you I was addicted to them damn black novels, and this wasn't like an urban novel. It was more. It was a true story, so it was intriguing. But I'm gonna tell y'all what was odd that I never forget out of that book. In the middle of the book, it showed two different sides of their organization, and it showed. I can't remember who was on the right or the left, but it showed his brother and his entire organization on one side, like through like the pictures of all of them, and the brother in the middle, and then they got Big Meech in this side with all of the pictures of people on his side of the organization. Let me tell you what was the craziest thing about both of them throughout this process of them when they was in the drug game real tough, right? What's crazy about both of them is how they both were kind of like the leading cause of each other's demise and their operation. So I never forget the fact that Big Meech was the loud brother, right? So he was the brother that he liked to do everything extravagant, big cars, big houses, fancy cars, a lot of like he was loud. His presence was extremely loud. I remember reading in the book where he had through like this big birthday celebration. All the celebrities was there, and he had like got a bunch of wild animals like tigers and lions and shit that was in like these cages. I remember because it was just like I was like, damn, he was doing it for real. He was just real extra with his shit, right? Loud, didn't care, like he loved to boast and shit. But he did not do business on the phone at all. He did not do no business. Like he knew how to handle his business, but baby, he didn't play none of that being on the phone, like talking, when it comes to dealing with the business. He did not play that. His brother was not the loud one. His brother did not like all of that attention. He didn't like all of that, the big cards. He didn't like the flashy stuff at all. But his brother didn't mind being on the phone, whether it was a burner phone or not. His brother was gonna be on the phone and talking like about what needs to be going on. I never forget that because I was like, damn, they kind of like help take each other down because like one of you is doing the right thing because Big Meech, he was loud, but he was big on not being on the phone because he know they could tap in. His brother didn't like that loud shit, but he didn't mind being on the phone, like talking AT. Like, it was just crazy. But yeah, they both ended up getting 30 years. I remember I read that book twice. Never watched the show though since it's been out though. That's crazy, ain't it? Anyway, so there's this flyer that's going around, and I'm gonna share my screen. And in this flyer, y'all see this. It's the Big BMF Big Meech Welcome Back Legacy Concert. It's gonna be featuring Lil Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black, 42 Doug, ESG, Moneybag Yo, Bossman D-Lo, T Grizzly, Babyface Ray, Icewear, Vezo, Skilla Baby, PZ, Payroll, Giovanni, YTB Fat, Taby, Boosie, Young Scooter. More artists to be added. Doors open at 7 p.m. Thursday, February 13, 2025. You know what just kind of raised the red flag to me? That was kind of weird. If I'm not mistaken, Gucci Mane was a part of that entourage. Gucci Mane is in that book. And Blue Da Vinci, the guy but I can't remember whose side Gucci Mane was on. But Gucci Mane was in the book. He was a part of, I thought he was on Big Meech squad. I don't know, this is a little weird because I thought he would have been there. Anyway, so this is a welcome home celebration for him. And the internet has been talking mad shit since they dropped this flyer, right? So we're gonna look at some of the tweets that people have been putting out in reference to this. Let's see. I said people are questioning why Big Meech is getting a welcome back concert with some of the game's biggest artists. Men who graduate college don't get this much love. So somebody tweeted and said, niggas who graduate college come home from the service getting a promotion, etc. Don't get this much love. No shade, he ain't lying. Okay. Wait. Let's see. Okay. And this says, I get it, Big Meech damn near a fairy tale legend. Why the fuck do we celebrate this shit laughing my ass off? Happy enough a drug kingpin is free to throw him a concert. It's crazy. No shade. And we got another comment that said, people glorify Meech because of his mindset, not necessarily because he was a drug dealer. His goal was to put guys on and encourage them to have fun and enjoy having money instead of always scavenging. Take his mindset and put it in a different industry and he'd be a threat for real. Okay. And then somebody else said, he looked like he don't want to go. Baby, okay. Listen, I can assure you, trust me, after you do time, really, a lot of that shit you do not want to be bothered with. And I'm telling you, it's no shade. It's the truth. A lot of this shit you don't want to be bothered with. I'm so for real. My thoughts and opinions on it. As somebody that was incarcerated, we do need to stop pushing, celebrating shit like that. And it's coming from somebody that been locked up. That's not nothing to celebrate at the end of the day, because if you really think about it, our dumbasses are the ones that got ourselves locked up for doing some dumb shit. You don't get rewarded for coming home from prison. They gave you a fucking out date or release date, or you made parole. You became eligible. Woohoo. That doesn't negate or take away or deny the fact that you committed a crime to go to prison. And I'm talking about myself. Howard, you committed a crime to go to prison. You don't get a celebration because you coming home. Bitch, get out here in the field and get it out the mud and get on your shit. Ain't nobody got time to be doing all of that. You home, good. That's how I look at it. Honestly, it's not a celebration. Like I do feel like that, and I'm old enough, mature to understand and even say that and take accountability for myself. Like, bitch, you don't deserve no reward. That's not a celebration. You shouldn't have took your dumb ass in there. You should have made wiser decisions. So there's no celebration. So I agree that like we got to stop celebrating stuff like that. And all of these celebrities, it's kind of like glorifying making it out of prison after doing so much time. All his youthfulness, all of that is behind him. He's an old man now. That man was really attractive back in his day. But all of those years, he spent in prison with a bunch of men. You know what I'm saying? So what is that to really celebrate? Celebrate yourself. You home, get out there in the field and make shit happen for yourself. But I agree, we gotta stop that reward and shit like that. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, as somebody that have been in a full on relationship. And for those of y'all that may not have watched the story, I got him on here on my YouTube, but you can go and look on TikTok too. But as somebody that actually was in a relationship with a drug lord, with a big, major nigga, when I was incarcerated, one thing that I learned when I was in a relationship with Ike, before everything went south, one thing I learned, I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. You see the real hoe and peon followingism in a lot of niggas when you are connected to a major nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that I used to think, and I was what, 20, 21 years old back then. Niggas that I used to think that was way more attractive than Ike. Like I thought they was just like real stumped down niggas. Like when I used to learn the business side of, like the money game in prison and how to like really like, and he was schooling me. I would like see so many niggas thinking it was just like major niggas that like me and Jazz used to be like that's amazing. Like them niggas be followers. So it to me, I'm not really surprised because I learned that all them years ago, like niggas are really hold theyself down. Like they'll play their position as a mark and stoop, you know, a little low just to be able to bump elbows and be like, I know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that were typically homophobic could not stand me and Jazz, hated like cause there are niggas like that in prison. Couldn't stand us, had like, like niggas that just got that tip on their shoulder. When I got in a relationship with Ike, and I broke him like that to where like I had him like wrapped around my fingers. It be them same niggas that'll be rolling up on me. Hey, what's up, Dio? Can I holler at you for a minute? Hey, I want to do some business, and Ike told me I had to holler at you. If I want to do some business, I gotta go through you. So can you look out for me? Can you? No, baby, I can't look out for you because you don't even like me, motherfucker. Give me my money. No, 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 no. I don't do coupons. I don't do discounts. No, 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 no. Give me my money. No, you gonna pay what everybody else pay. And then they're like knock on his cell though. If me and him being knock on his cell though. Hey, can I come holler at y'all? Hey man, excuse me, Dior. I'm sorry. Can I holler at my boy? Like, and then we walk into the chow hall and shit like that, and I be walking in front of Ike, and Ike be behind me. You gotta hear the niggas walking behind him. Like, and there will be some really cute niggas, like fine ass niggas, but they following behind him. He on my damn coattail. The nigga used to be holding on to my jacket, like this nigga crazy about me. And y'all running behind him. Running, handing him his tray. It'd be crazy. I'm telling you. Then he'd be like, get D a tray first. Don't hand me. And them niggas be like, my bad. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of them niggas, I'm telling you, when you like niggas be worshiping niggas like that. I don't know why, but they just do. Like, I don't know why, but they just do. Hell, and I was in my 20s when I dated this nigga and plucked him. I didn't even worship him. My mindset was get money. Like, I was like, I'm gonna bag this nigga. This nigga got a lot. And he imagine nigga get money. But I ain't worshiping him. And he was crying. You see, he was like I was saying, he was crying and at the church house doing all that behind me, baby. I was sitting in my house drinking my French vanilla cappuccino and eating me a pastry. You telling me he crying? He out there crying, and nigga said he won't talk to you. He boohooing in front of the church house. Okay, tell him go pray. Cry me a river, Justin Timberlake. I'm not coming out there. Get the fuck away from my door. But they would be work. They work. I'm telling you. If anybody know, I'm telling you, I know because me and this nigga was in a full relationship, and I seen it personally. Them niggas really be. I do not like to see a nigga hold theyself and mark theyself out just to be in the presence of a nigga that they feel like is like a nigga that got stars on their chest. Please move along. So that's my take on that. I agree with the tweets and shit, to be honest with y'all. We was locked up. We did something bad to go to prison, so there should be no reward for coming home. We shouldn't be rewarded for coming home. Get in the field and get on your shit and do everything you can to avoid from going back in that place. Okay? That thank God. That's your reward. God bless you to get the hell out of there. That is your reward. Other than that, that's why I always tell even my mama, when my mama be, like she be speaking and ministering to me and stuff like that. And I always tell my mama, I always say this, mama, I be like, mama, I don't care if God don't do nothing else for me. I won't be upset because at the end of the day, he's already done enough. He ain't got to do nothing else for me. I don't even feel right asking God for anything because He's done more than enough for me. That I'm home. I made it out. I still got my hip. I still got my strength. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't look like I've been through a whole lot. I ain't wore out. All of that is more than enough. Is a blessing in itself. It's no reward. We shouldn't get rewarded for that. So I agree with them. All right, next topic. We're gonna talk about Nene. So y'all know Nene it did drop this first episode with her and Ghetto Girl Sierra. And during the first episode, I watched the first episode too. I watched the full episode, but I'm not reviewing that whole episode. I mean, I will say the setup is nice. The setup is very nice, and that's got Nene name out written. I like the podcast setup, but there's a part in there where Nene is talking about how Real Housewives of Atlanta came about and how she did what she did after they called her. And we're gonna watch this clip. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about it, because I'm be honest with y'all. We hear this shit so many years. It ought to be about 40 damn clips of her telling the same damn story. I'm tired. I don't see how she not tired. But I'm gonna tell y'all what that says about people. Let me see something. Hey, let's do it. Share the screen. Damn, come on.
Husband Greg came home, and our son Brent, who's in here somewhere today, he was a little boy, and Greg and I had an argument, like in that moment while the girl was there. Like it was just a natural argument. We was kind of getting smart with each other, throwing a little shade, because people didn't know what shade was back then. And after that, she left, but before she got out of my gate, she called me. She said, "Oh my God, you are amazing. Who are your friends, girl?" I said, "Well, I have this white girlfriend named Kim Zolciak. I'm friends with Sheree Whitfield. I'm friends with Deshaun Snow." I gave all of their names, and they cast all of them. They told me,
and
they
these
said,
bitches be trying to act like they don't even know you.
"Bitch, you don't feel me now?"
And you was the one who dropped these bitches' names.
Did you hear what I just said? Say it one more time.
You said I got a friend named Kim Zolciak.
There you
I
go.
got a friend named
Sheree
Whitfield. I got a friend named
Deshaun Snow. Deshaun Snow. Eric Snow's wife. They were in the NBA at that time. And then after I told them, they met Sheree, they met Deshaun, they met Kim Zolciak, and then they said to me, "Well, we already like this girl named Lisa Wu Hartwell."
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Do you have any of these ladies on a retainer?
Excuse me? A retainer.
It seems like you try.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all these bitches to come up, and I'm gonna need
all
y'all bitches to give my girl her motherfucking credit and everything else that's due to her. I don't even care.
I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. So number one, let's be very clear. Nene, I don't think any of those girls have never not given you your flowers. I cannot name one of that never has. All of them has always given you your flowers. All of them have, whether you've gotten into it with them or not. Sheree has, Kim Zolciak has, Deshaun has, Lisa has. You know, you didn't help her; she got on, but all of those girls, they have all given you your flowers. They all have. So what I don't understand is, what do you want from them? What else do you want? I'm honestly curious. Nene, you are great at TV. You are iconic as far as TV goes. You are. But this is getting stale. This is years and years you're telling the same story. And I don't really understand what you want. What do they have to give you? That's why I'm one of those people that I don't ask people for nothing. I don't want nothing from nobody. I'm independent. I like to pay for and take care of whatever I need myself. I don't want no favors. I'm telling you, because this is my thing. If I do something for somebody from the kindness of my heart, there is no way that I'm gonna get my ass online on the internet or in a bunch of people's face and remind and tell them what I did. Like I'm not gonna do that, because to me, then that means what I did do, it wasn't sincere. It comes off as if I did it to get a reward for it. If it's from my heart, I don't need no reward. And even if years later somebody said you used me, you won't be able to say that, because I did it because I wanted to do. You can't use me when I'm doing something that I want to do. Okay. And if I really care about you at that time, whether we not cool or we is no more at that moment, if I did something for you, I cared about you in that moment, and it was sincere. It was from my heart, and I don't ever got to tell nobody else what I done for you or remind nobody. I don't got to do that, because I know, God know, you know. That's it. What do you gain from always feeling like you have to remind these girls what you did for them when they've given you your flowers? They have. Next thing, Sierra, you talking about these hoes acting like they don't know you. And Sierra, first you got on that podcast talking about you never watched Real Housewives of Atlanta. But then but then these hoes be walking around acting like they don't know you, and you was the one that you talking about. Make sure y'all give my girl her flowers because she's the originator. You didn't watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta not one episode. But you, for some reason, on that episode, that first episode of y'all, you seem to know a lot about what Nene was doing, and I don't think those came from you seeing just clips. Like, be for real. Also, Sierra, you might want to stay in your place when dealing with them housewives, cause you talking about you a hood bitch. Them girls ain't worried about none of that. Them girls is really like that, and they got money. They not like you. You acting like they gonna be scared of you. Them girls ain't scary on Housewives of Atlanta. Sheree, damn show ain't. Do you really think that you would have been able to say something like that to Sheree? I'm curious to know. Do you even Kim Zolciak? Them girls are not scary. So what the hell are you talking about, Sierra? Them girls, they've given Nene her flowers. Even after they done felt like they've given Nene her flowers. I don't know what else Nene wants. That's what make people not likable. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Nene TV personality. She's great at what she do. But you make yourself not likable as a person, you know, when you present yourself like that. And to always do it, saying these girls are not celebrities the way they think they are, or these girls act like they don't know. Somebody got to remind. Who got to remind them? The internet know. Everybody know. It will always be online. We've seen it. What else is there to know, baby? I don't know what else you want. I don't know what else you want, Nene. But I'm curious. What is it that those girls got to do in order for you to stop feeling like you got to remind them and throw that in their face every damn year? I'm just curious. That's just me asking. And also be very clear. When Sierra tried to say to you on there, it wasn't in this clip, but on that episode, that she was the HBIC that started this reality stuff, and Nene's talking about, oh yeah, I like that, yeah, HBIC. Let's be very clear, Nene is iconic, extremely iconic when it comes to reality TV, but don't ever get shit twisted. Tiffany Pollard, New York. Even Nene mentioned that was what she used to watch Flavor of Love before she got on Real House. Like, be very fucking clear. New York is the beginning of an era of iconic bitches when it comes to that reality TV. New York is the standard. I don't care what nobody say. That hoe is the standard. Do you hear me? Don't ever get that twisted. When she said she's the HBI, she's the original. Like don't ever get that twisted. We ain't gonna ever minimize a Tiffany Pollard, baby. New York is the mother of all mothers when it comes to the reality TV shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna ever take that back. She is. But Nene is definitely iconic. She's done great things. She looked great. Like, kudos. But you gotta stop. And people, listen, if y'all do something for somebody out of the kindness of y'all heart, that shit don't look good when y'all going back telling other people and reminding them that shit don't look good at all. It don't. And if you are one of them type of person, you really need to work on that. And if your response is the same thing as Nene's, that some people have to be reminded, you got to then stop doing stuff for people if you feel like you got to remind them, because it makes you come out very jealous, bitter, and as if they owe you something now, or if they are as if they're in debt with you for the rest of their life. You got to stop that. That's not cool. It's not. I don't care what nobody say. I'm willing to argue y'all to the grave on that. That is not cool. If it's that bad, stop doing stuff for people. If you feel like you got to throw it in their face, remind them when you get mad, you got to stop doing that. Like, that's not cool. It's just not. It's really not. That's not a good person. That's not a good friend. It's just not. It's not. If it come from your heart, do it. Let it go. Let God deal with that. Like, if it really is coming from your heart, you ain't got to remind nobody every time you get mad about what you did, because you sound bitter as hell, like Nene. And that's what Nene sound like. And all I'm saying is, Nene, we tired of hearing it. We don't need to hear this no more. But what do you want from them? What else do you want from them? I'm curious. What do you want them to stand at the inauguration and all of them line up and sing the Star Spangled Banner to you? Like, what do you want from them? I'm just curious. Shit. Damn. All right, let's move into the last topic, Wendy. And at the end of this, I'm gonna clarify, because I know I had some of y'all a little rattled with my commentary from my last video. I want to clarify some things, but we're gonna talk about Wendy. All right. So Wendy did an interview with Jason Lee today, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but there's a portion of it I want to also let y'all hear to help a lot of y'all that was still feeling as well, that she sounds great. She sounds okay. So y'all can kind of understand, for people that are not aware, how Alzheimer's and dementia and how it works. If you listen to like in the video, the last video I did, and even in this video, this clip I'm gonna show y'all. If you listen, once you listen and you hear her responses and how she's talking and she jumps in and out from certain, then after you listen to that, then think back and put in perspective how she's probably responding when they are doing an assessment or evaluation, or because she have to go through this to get diagnosed before all of this, when the guardian steps in and all of that. So it's easy to understand when you hear her talk and ramble like that, how if she's sitting in front of an actual doctor, a psychiatrist, and she's getting an assessment, it's easy to be able to tell why this was done, why this assessment was made, because it's obvious this is not, it's not normal. That's not normal Wendy. So I want y'all to listen, okay? Let me share my
Because I know,
screen.
like, you know, you're the queen of what we do, and a lot of us that are doing this, that are sharing your message, are only doing it because of you, and the thought that, you know, the things that they said about you was happening, we weren't able to be there for you, was really sad, and I'm just happy that Alex finally got us together.
Well, that's why, you know, when people talk about, you know, dementia, you know what I'm saying? This whole thing about dementia, and that, you know, I've got to prove and I've got to show, you know, like, thank God I talk on the phone with you. And in terms of also what I want to do when I get to Miami, and Alex, you know, I told you this too. I want to talk to people about dementia. And I don't even know how to do that, but Alex and other people, you know, I need, like, when I live in Miami, I need somebody to, you know, hook me up, because we're going where? All right, I'm ready, because I want to talk, because I want to expose, you know, what I've been through, and you know what I'm saying, and including, you know, people who are married. Why are you still married when clearly, okay, how long has it been going? And talk about that, you know what I'm saying? And people who've never been. Look, I want to talk.
So that's what I was trying to allow y'all to kind of gauge and get a better understanding. Do y'all hear how she was jumping from, she want to talk to people about dementia, but I don't know how to do that, and then she went to saying I want to live in Miami, and she was saying, what she said, I want to talk to people about marriage. Like, why are you there? Just like so what are we going to talk about? Like, you follow what I'm saying? That's how when they sitting on these phone calls with her and saying you sound perfectly fine. That's not perfectly fine, because that's not Wendy. That's not Wendy. It's not. It's dementia. So stop lying. Like, stop saying that. Like, do your research. That's not Wendy. That is not normal. Do you think that if she sit in front of a psychiatric and talk like that, and the laughing out of the blue, and do you really think that they're gonna say, "Oh, she's fine"? No. That's not normal, y'all. It's not normal. That's how dementia is. That's why you got to understand. She's not well at all. She's not. She's not well at all. And sadly, we probably will never get the old Wendy. It just won't happen, because dementia, it kind of progresses. And good thing she's on her medication, you know. So I hope maybe that made it a little more clear when y'all listen to that, to kind of hear like what she's saying and how she's jumping all kind of like all over the place. That's not normal. Just want y'all to know that that's dementia. That's not, and no doctor will assess you and say, "Oh, you're fine." No, no. But we see also that there's been a GoFundMe created, because the Free Wendy movement, I guess we can say, has begun. So let's check this out. So it says Wendy Williams friends and family launched a 50K GoFundMe to fight against guardianship. Wendy Williams family and friends and fans are rallying for her freedom with the GoFundMe fundraiser. Organized by friends of the Williams family, the fundraiser seeks $50,000 to cover legal expenses aimed at freeing Wendy from her guardianship. The description states Wendy has faced the challenges of being unjustly placed under guardianship and labeled as incapacitated, despite her strong will and determination to live independently. It goes on to claim that Wendy's court-ordered guardian has allegedly severed her connections with friends and family, and her loved ones want to bring her back to Florida to be with them. However, they're exhausted. They've exhausted financial resources and now need to help to continue legal battle. Wendy has been under guardianship since May 2022 while battling multiple health issues. Her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, recently claimed Wendy is cognitively impaired and permanently incapacitated, but family and friends insist otherwise. So far, the GoFundMe has raised over $16,000. I think that this is a step towards, trying to get her out of this guardianship. But again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Feel like her going on these interviews, I feel like to the public and everybody that are not educated on dementia, it seems as if Wendy is okay. But I feel like if they bring doctors, psychiatrists in, and this become a legal battle, if they play these interviews and they bring actual doctors that are actually skilled in assessing this, I feel like this is going to hurt her. I feel like this is going to hurt, if I'm being honest with y'all. And that is where, to me, it feels like it's going to be a lot of money gone to waste. These celebrities in them are not educated on dementia. They are not aware how dementia works. And all of the laughing and giggling that y'all thinking that she's good, and this conversations that she having and the way she's jumped, I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you really trying to help Wendy, here's my thing. These celebrities, if they are really trying to help Wendy get out of this situation, y'all got the money. If Wendy is y'all friend, like y'all claim she's y'all friend and y'all miss her and y'all want to help, why don't y'all just pay the $50,000? How about all y'all, the celebrities that really, really love Wendy and are behind trying to support this movement of freeing Wendy? How about all y'all put $50,000 a piece together to fight this? If she's y'all friend, Jason Lee talks about how much money he always makes. She's your friend. You got $50,000. Make it happen. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a logical person, y'all. And when you think about this, if y'all got money, y'all care about y'all friend, pay it. Hell, to be honest with you, y'all can pay the money, get and raise the money quicker. Y'all can just pay the shit, get it to the right attorneys quicker, and get ready to get this paperwork started for this legal battle. I mean, why prolong it and do these conversation interviews online? Because it's gonna come out. It's coming out. It's like y'all just really want some views and to be able to say y'all had a conversation with her today, January 17th. Mark this on the calendar. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I said, somebody that is, you won't know until you experience it and it knocks at your door, and then you will start understanding. But she's not okay, and I'm not gonna lie. Having that lady on these interviews rambling and saying some of the stuff that she's saying, I feel like that's gonna hurt her. Me, I'm not even a doctor, but me, like, listening and hearing it, I'm easily able to pick up on it. Like, oh yeah, no, she can't make decisions on her own. Nah. So the right doctor gonna say, oh yes sir, no. Like, they can identify exactly what that is. And when they take it to court, I'm pretty sure whoever her guardian is gonna bring them doctors in, and they gonna clock that. That's all I'm saying, y'all. And to clarify for y'all that was having all these mixed feelings about my commentary on my last video, let me make something very clear. If y'all have been following me this long, I feel like y'all should know me by now. Y'all should know my heart. Y'all should know my integrity, my character, my intentions. If you honestly think that Howard supports Wendy being mistreated, you really don't know me. I don't even like how niggas don't stand up for black women. So you crazy as hell if you think I am for a white woman mistreating a black woman. Okay? I need y'all to listen before you be so quick to respond. I don't play no shit like that. I won't ever be for nobody mistreating a black woman. Be very fucking clear. Be very clear. Okay? When I say I agree to a degree with the guardianship, I'm only speaking in reference to, I think that that they should get her a guardian that they can assess, that is genuinely, sincerely there for the betterment and to help Wendy make decisions, rational decisions, right? I do not think that Wendy is capable of living her life independently. I do not think she is capable. And I also think that if Wendy tries to live her life independently, as I've stated, what you have to know about dementia, sometimes the medication could do them good, and sometimes they can have days where they're all over the place for hours and hours, and it could be extremely stressful on someone that does not have experience or know how to deal with it, right? And also, they can also have days where they are extremely overjoyed and they will start offering money just out of the blue amounts of money. And I'll tell you a prime example. I don't know if y'all remember, it was an older lady on TikTok. Damn, I don't remember the name. But she's real tiny. She's older. She her hair will be in the ponytails, and her granddaughter would have her, and she'll be talking crazy to her granddaughter, and she'll have money tucked in her hats, like up here, up here. I know somebody know who I'm talking about. She'll have money tucked in here. She'll have money tucked in here, and her granddaughter be like, "Where you going?" And she like, "I'm going to the store." Like, but she did. Sometimes she'll be mean to her granddaughter. Then some days you'll see her. She say, "Yeah, I got money. What, you want some?" That's that's a small hint of what I'm talking about when I say she needs to be under a guardian that is there, that is going to be there to help monitor and make sure she's making good decisions. Because the same way, if you look and see certain dementia, they do stuff like that with their loved ones. That's what I'm saying. And I was saying that I think that Wendy's family, like her son, she should be with. But somebody reminded me in the comments, I forgot about that. It was some tea about her son overspending her money and stuff. I forgot about that. I really, I want to say that I feel like her niece is there, that, is to be trusted. But to be honest with y'all, we honestly won't really know. We can want her to be with her family, but y'all know how niggas is. And the sad part about it is, somebody made a point in the comment section and said, would those white folks, those attorneys and shit, want to be there if Wendy didn't have no money? If it wasn't for Wendy having all that money. And I didn't think until they said that to question, that is something to think about. But also, would Wendy's family be trying to fight for her this bad if she didn't have all that money? I'm gonna ask that again. Do y'all think Wendy's family would be fighting this hard to have her home if she didn't have all this money? Because let me tell you something. If Wendy was a regular black woman that didn't have a lot of money, dealing with this dementia, having those days where she's all over the place, they can't get her to take her medication, and she is everywhere, like she's all over, like, and it's a lot. And I would challenge to see who would be willing to stick around genuinely and be there to support her if she was broke. I don't think they would. I don't. I think that they would have her in one of them ghetto facilities because they wouldn't be able to deal with it. And then they'd have their ass online telling everybody, "Oh, she ain't, she crazy, or she y'all don't know." That then they be trying to tell us we wrong for trying to defend her because we getting on them about having her in a place like that. I'm telling y'all, think about the shit that I'm saying to y'all. I would never sit and be with nobody mistreating her. I think that she needs to change guardians. I don't think the lady that is over her should be over her. Hell to the fuck no. If you want me to be honest, I think that her guardian should be black, and I think it should be someone that has been screened and does not have a track record for doing shady shit. And I think it should be someone that should be screened, and that, that they feel comfortable, that is going to really be looking out for Wendy and making sure that nobody is able to just ask Wendy to write checks and send money here or money there. Because if Wendy was to get out of a guardianship and be placed with her family and be independent, I think that Wendy will be dead broke within 6 months. I'm being honest with y'all. I think she would be dead broke because I think that they would not care about having her own medication. And when Wendy get in those moods and feeling happy and she want to give money to everybody, I do not think them black folks is going to turn her down and tell her no, 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 no. I don't. Maybe one person, but there's times with that dementia where it'd be like, "Oh, well, I'm giving such and such some money. You want some money too? Okay, I give you some money. You want some money too?" I'm telling you. And I don't think them niggas gonna turn that money down. I don't. I think that they will play in her face, not give a damn about her getting properly treated and medicated, and they would run her in the ground. I do. So that's why I said what I said, because I'm thinking about her well-being. She is not able to be independently living on her own, y'all. As much as y'all want to say it seem like it feel like it, she's not. She's not. And if you watch these interviews and listen to her talk, really listen, and you still feel like that, then still feel like that. But by all means, I challenge y'all to get educated. I do. There was actually another clip that I had pulled up that I want to see, and it's a brief clip of a guy being assessed. And I want y'all to see it to kind of understand. Let me see if I can find it. So he's being assessed, y'all. Okay, the doctor's doing an assessment on him, and I want y'all to pay attention to how he responds. I just want y'all to kind of be more aware and to give y'all a little education on how this Alzheimer's dementia, how it works. Okay.
The paper. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you what to do with this paper, but I can't tell you twice.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'd like you to take this paper with your right hand, fold it in half, and drop it on the floor.
Pay attention.
Okay. Now, I didn't get my stuff out of here. Where'd I get it at? Where'd I get that at?
What do you do with it next?
I will turn it over like this.
Okay. Then what?
It's like, look at this one over here too. Oh, what's this? I don't know anything about this one. Yeah.
Do you remember what else to do with it?
You could also, I don't know,
It's pretty good. Well, I'm going to borrow it back, okay? I'm going to write something on it.
pardon me.
I'm going to write something on it.
That's what y'all are missing.
Tell me first, what do you call this thing I write with?
That's my pen.
Yeah, okay.
Which I
What's
don't
this
have a
thing?
pen. I got it. Just
Oh, well, you might have one somewhere.
He probably does.
Yeah, you might
No,
have
it's-
one. Oh, doggone.
Didn't you get a
I
chance?
forgot to put it
You
in here.
did. Well, how about this? What is this thing on my arm here? You told me.
That's nice right there.
What is it? Do you know what you call that
That's a
thing?
9:15 or 9:30.
And if you pay attention to how he did the little, the little laugh, he couldn't even do what the doctor was assessing him, asked him to do. He could not do it. He grabbed it with his left hand. Actually, he didn't even grab it with his right hand. And that giggling, like the laughing, like, that's what y'all hearing when y'all hear Wendy doing that laughing like that. Remember I told y'all how Wendy was doing that crying on the Breakfast Club, but then it cleared up real quick. It's like a lot of that. So when y'all are talking about it, and I just want you guys to really, really, really pay close attention before y'all say stuff like, "Oh, she's not incapacitated. Oh, she's not sick. Nothing's wrong with her. She's good." That's not what you call good, guys. It's not. It's not. It's sad. It's really, really sad when you have to look it in the face. It's gut wrenching. I'm not lying. It's nothing you ever want to experience, but it's definitely real. Wendy needs to really get some proper help and treatment. She needs to get out of that guardianship with that woman, because her living in a room with a window, $15 in her, all of that is crazy. She definitely needs to be living good, like she typically would live when she's in her right state of mind. Except she do need to have someone there. That is going to be there to watch over her and make sure she's making rational and not irrational decisions. All right. So that's my take on that. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about the topics we touched on, from Big Meech and this concert that he got coming for coming home, to Nene and this yearly reminder that she feel like she got to do with these housewives. I don't know what she want from them. What y'all think she want from them, or what do they owe her? And lastly, about the situation with this deal with Wendy. And when y'all listen to the clip that I played to y'all of her talking to Jason Lee, I want y'all to tell me if y'all are understanding even this last clip with this guy that y'all just watched being assessed. Just let me know if y'all are kind of understanding now exactly what I'm saying when I'm stating it's not normal and she's not okay. All right. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, because I've been so consistent lately and not having to edit. I love the fact that y'all still rock with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure y'all continue to like and subscribe. Also, make sure you continue to keep your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. I love y'all. Peace.